Welcome back. Friday morning, there's a big reason to wake up early besides to catch KPRC 2 News today.
Besides the obvious, the real show will be outside in the sky.
Yes.
This morning, Anthony has a preview of the lunar eclipse and why this is a once-in-a-lifetime event you don't want to miss.
Coming up early Friday morning, we have a sight to behold, the longest partial lunar eclipse since February 18th, 1440, almost 600 years ago. Here's what's happening. It starts with the relationship with the sun and the earth and moon. Now, this side of the earth is dark. There are 2 times of the year where the moon has a chance to enter the earth's shadow. Friday is one of those days. Now, with a regular full moon, the moon appears white or gray. Now, as the moon enters what's called the penumbra, the partial eclipse begins. The moon turns dark. Now, the moon is near what's called apogee. That's the farthest distance from the Earth on its orbit. This distance is creating a slower movement around the planet and an almost 6-hour partial eclipse. Now, as the moon enters the umbra, this is the deepest part of the Earth's shadow. The moon turns red. The reason is red and oranges are the only colors of the spectrum that are refracted or leaking over the edges of the Earth. So if you were on the moon looking at the sun, you are actually seeing every sunrise and sunset at the same time. Now, this won't be a deep red because it's not a total lunar eclipse, but it's close. 97% of the moon will enter the Earth's shadow. And guess what? You'll be able to see it. In fact, all of North America will be able to see it. This is all the colors that the lunar eclipse will be visible. But you gotta wake up early or stay up late. In fact, the partial eclipse begins at 1:18 in the morning. But the time you really do want to see it is when you have the maximum eclipse. That's when you're going to see those deeper reds. But that's at 3:03 in the morning. That's the time you want to see it. The partial eclipse ends at 4:47 in the morning. If you're waking up after that, you are going to miss it, and you're going to have to wait until May of 2022 to catch the next full lunar eclipse.
So this will be the longest lunar eclipse of the century.
And lucky for us, we get up so early in the morning. This will be happening when we're driving into work and maybe have to get up a little early or take a break, Giannis, to get out and get some great photos, huh?
3:03 a.m. is really the time that you want to watch it. And I wanted to make a note about taking pictures. This is a picture I took of the January 2018. This is the full lunar eclipse. iPhones do not do it justice. It looks spectacular in your eyes when the moon turns a blood red, but it doesn't look good on iPhones. But I do want to show you the quintessential Texas lunar eclipse photo. Mike Buzel sent this in. He's a professional photographer from April 15th, 2014, and you could see the time lapse he did in that blood red. Again, this was a full lunar eclipse with the blue bonnets. I love that picture. And if you want to get a little more into it and get some more information, a sight to behold, the longest partial lunar eclipse in almost 600 years to occur early Friday. We have this article up at click2houston.com.
Very